Three things I like so far about Uganda. Number one, they speak English. This has been the easiest country that I've been to communicate with everyone in, except for, of course, United States of America.
The most frequently asked question on TikTok is, why did I move to South Africa?
What up, guys? This is a glamping dome update. Okay, so this is where the septic's gonna go. You can see how deep this actually is. It's taller than me. It's about 7, maybe 8 feet tall. I'm not sure. This is where the septic's gonna go, and then the soak pit's gonna go over there. The most important thing, guys, is water. There is water now, and where there is water, there can be life. Our compactor is here because we're gonna make the ground all solid. We're gonna put it on the bulldozer, take it over. Very excited. So I left the keys to the gate on the other side of the farm, so I'm just gonna jump it. I've been jumping all day. So we opened up this side because we're putting the camp on this side now, so we have a whole new gate. So this is the road that we've cleared. This is where all the natural mineral stone's gonna go, the marram, which is pink and fabulous. And now we're walking into where the actual globes are gonna be. Very cool.
Hello guys, welcome back to today's episode. In today's episode we are discussing 5 African countries that are safe for Black Americans. And my number 1 in the list is actually Ghana. You have probably heard of Ghana. It have got the best connection to transatlantic slave trade. For Black Americans who want to feel the real reconnection of their ancestry, West African countries are the best, and one of it is actually Ghana. Ghana was actually largely involved in transatlantic slave trade, and that story of transatlantic slave trade is passed on to the Ghanaian generation. Therefore, they see Black Americans as brothers and sisters, and they have no problem welcoming them as their brothers and sisters. And this was seen in their policy, in their government policy in 2019, a policy that encouraged Black Americans to visit Ghana, to settle in Ghana. On the other hand, their capital city, Accra, Ghana, is super developed. Apart from that, Ghana is fairly developed with a political stability. Therefore, I feel that Ghana is the best country for Black Americans who want to visit, who may want to settle, who may want to feel the reconnection. So let's dive in to number 2 in my list. And number 2 in my list is South Africa. South Africa is a super developed country, probably the most developed country in Africa. And their experience with apartheid regime is similar to the racism and white supremacy happening in America that is supposed to suppress the Black American people in America. Therefore, they have no problem. They understand this fight for racism. They understand the need of Black unity. They understand the need of African unity. And the best part of South Africa for Black Americans who want to live in a developed country in Africa, I think South Africa is the best country. And most of all, South Africa have got a good political stability since its independence in 1994 from apartheid regime. And the people of South Africa are fairly friendly. And those videos of Black Americans living in South Africa, they are witnessing to this because they are enjoying being in Africa. They are enjoying being in South Africa. And I think South Africa is fairly a good country to be in as a Black American.
So having a Uganda wife has been a lifesaver for me. It's been a life changer. Women in Uganda are very peaceful. They're very peaceful. They're very beautiful. They're very kind. They're humble. Women in Uganda are very humble. You could have a wife in Uganda, even when she's serving you your lunch. She can even kneel for you while she's serving you lunch. She can just make your life so easy.
Allow me to start with Uganda. Most people may be skeptical of Uganda because of lack of a democratic elected president since their independence. Their current president is actually serving at around 37 years old. Their current president is actually serving around 37 years in power. But I can assure you that it's not about the politics of Uganda. It's about the people of Uganda.
Uganda, how can we help our Black American brother? Huh?
I want to make one thing clear. When the 2026 World Cup gets here, I want to be seated with the African fans. I don't want to be put in a section where you have to sit around and just watch the game. I want to be moving, grooving, and shaking that ass with the African fans.
My lord, I wonder.
Oh my God, Ugandan football fans are the best all over Africa.
People of Uganda are actually super nice, calm, welcoming, and humble.
Top Black American TikTok influencer Travis Q got himself a Ugandan name. And this must have been fun. Take a look.
So now I'm a Ugandan man, right?
Yeah.
You said you're gonna give me a nickname?
Yeah, a Ugandan name.
My Ugandan name? What's my Ugandan name?
Sally.
Sally.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
From the Nchima clan, the culture.
So tell me the history about that one.
Oh wow.
Does that make me special?
You're very special now.
Uganda, let's welcome Mwami Sally.
And this is what makes Uganda even a better country for Black Americans. It is in Uganda that we find when a woman is actually serving a man, he will actually go to an extent of kneeling down. But generally, Ugandan people are super welcoming and they are humble and friendly. And this makes Uganda a very good country that I would recommend for Black Americans. And actually for the Black Americans that have visited in Uganda, I have compiled you video. They are actually witnessing the same. They are actually saying that Uganda is the best country for Black Americans. And what makes it super nice is that there know a lot of foreigners. And with that much, let's listen to Black Americans who have been to Uganda and what they got to say and what are their experiences.
3 things I like so far about Uganda. Number 1, they speak English. This has been the easiest country that I've been to communicate with everyone in, except for, of course, United States of America. Number 2, they are honest. Now, when I say honest, like when I go to places and markets, I get charged the regular local price. I'm not getting some hyped up Mzungu tourist price. And that is big because I've been in countries where every time I step out the door, I feel like I'm going to be hounded and attacked just to when I want to buy something. Like they're going to overcharge me and they're going to try to scam me. They're going to, like, Ugandans have been so honest. It's been a breath of fresh air in comparison to a lot of other countries that I've traveled to. 3, the women. If you're single, come to Uganda. If you're married, stay very, very, very far away from this country unless you're looking for wife 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. The women in Uganda are beautiful.
My number 4 on the list is actually Kenya. Kenya is actually an East African country with a fairly developed and with the highest GDP per capita in East Africa.
This is by far the coolest hotel I think we have ever stayed at, and we're here in Kenya. We're staying in this hotel. It's really not a hotel. It's actually like a glamping tent. So let's go inside and do a room tour, of course. First, we have a private plunge pool, which I think is amazing, and we have a view of this river where there's literally so many animals. We see elephants, we've seen baboons, we've seen lots of things. Let's go inside.
It have got a fairly political stability, and the Black Americans who have actually visited Kenya, they are giving the same witness that Kenya is a good country for Black Americans because Kenyan people are actually friendly, educated, and fairly updated. In fact, some of the Black Americans say they don't get culture shock.
I'm gonna give you my 3 reasons why I feel like Kenya is the perfect country for African Americans. Reason number 1 is you experience no culture shock. Like, since I've been here, and I've been here over a month now, I have not experienced culture shock. I feel like, especially in Nairobi, everybody's up on everything. All the trends, all the slang. Like, I can say stuff, and it's just like I'm at home. They just understand me. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm Gucci or whatever. And they're like, yeah, yeah. Or people have told me, yeah, I'm Gucci. And I'm like, really? And really, they're really up on everything. Like, from like early 90s R&B to like obscure early 2000 rappers like Jibbs. I don't even know if people even remember like Jibbs, the guy who made Chain Hang Low song. So you're gonna feel right at home. It's like you're just like in another city in America. It's like they transported a part of America and installed it in Kenya.
My number 5 on the list is actually Tanzania. Tanzania is, in fact, the most peaceful country in East Africa and with the best political stability. Tanzania is rich in landmass and, of course, natural resources.
So I've officially lived in Tanzania for 8 years. Yes, 8 years, you guys. And before I moved, I didn't really do too much planning. It was really spontaneous. And I got a lot of feedback from people saying how crazy it was, how scary that could be. Like, are you sure you want to do that? Yada, yada, yada. But what's crazier? Staying in a place that's not feeding your spirit, where you're not growing, where you're not being challenged in a productive way. Because yes, life in the States can be very challenging. But what's crazier? Staying in a place where it doesn't sit right with your spirit, or going off to explore and going off to get what you want out of life, going off to tap into something different, to a whole different vibe. So many people wait for the right time to come and to make a move and do this and that. The fact of the matter is, it's never going to come. You have to make that moment.
Therefore, I do feel that these are my top 5 best countries for Black Americans to actually visit. Let me know what you think in the comment section. What out of these 5 countries, which one do you agree with them? Which ones are you skeptical? And which other country did I not put in the list?